And now, coming to you live from Studio B in beautiful downtown Paris, Tennessee, My Paris TV and Paris Production Studios presents Keel Media Network's #1 rated program, The Mike Weatherford Show. Now here is your host, Mike Weatherford.
Have you ever wondered why we as Americans need an AR-15 with a 30-round clip? Well, you are seeing why on every news channel around the world, 24 hours, 7 days a week. We as Americans stand unified in our support of Ukraine as they fight to keep their freedom. Let's just remind us of how precious our freedom is, and that there are people in this world who hate and despise the word freedom, and we must not bend in our support of people who seek, demand, and fight to keep their freedom. God bless Ukraine and God bless America. Tonight, we've got a good show, people. We've got Michael May. He is an actor and a producer just working right here in Paris and Henry County. And we've got our local favorite, Johnny Mack. He's going to be here to talk with us. And we're going to find out what they got on their mind and what it's like being a producer and why they come to Paris. I mean, we got a lot of talent around here. We'll find out from Mike what's going on there. But in the meantime, my co-host tonight don't need no introduction. Travis McLeese. How you doing, Travis?
I'm wonderful, brother. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, man, I appreciate it, man. You always my go-to guy when I got some excitement and stuff going on.
I appreciate this. When they asked to be on, I said, well, yeah, I'll do it. Who's gonna be on there? And I said, well, once they told me what the topic was, I said, well, I've got to be there. So pretty excited about it and excited to learn some stuff myself. So
That's right.
Yeah.
Tell me what's going on at the chamber. I mean, I've heard some exciting news,
Man,
brother.
It's an exciting time. We're in the middle of about 6 or 7 different projects every day. They joke with me because we've got different papers and different folders going everywhere. Believe it or not, we spent the morning with our DPA executive board today and talked about Christmas 2022 for a little while. So no, everybody wants to talk about River Jam because that's what's fun and exciting, and they want to think about summer. But for us, we've got a lot of projects going on. Now, obviously, River Jam's fun, and that announcement last week got folks pretty excited.
Tell us again.
We got Big and Rich coming as the main headliner. Cowboy Troy will be joining them, and then of course we announced on the Mike Weatherford Show that the Marshall Tucker Band will be downtown. And I tell you that's shaping up. When we started this event in 2019, Froggy Fest was the centerpiece at the lake, and that backdrop is so unique. That's something that's always going to make Tennessee River Jam special.
Yeah.
But last year, the Oak Ridge Boys, they rattled some windows in downtown Paris. And so this year, doing the Marshall Tucker Band thing, and then, of course, we've got our buddy that's going to be here tonight, Johnny Mack. He's going to be there. That's going to be a full band with 24/7. I tell you, we had 4,500 people at that event last year. I'll be shocked if it's not between 5,000 or 6,000
it'll be
downtown. So I think that's going to be a huge event.
I'm going to say 7,500 people. I'm going to tell you, it's going to be large because, who doesn't know and want to hear the Marshall Tucker Band?
Right, and to hear it for free, and that's one thing that's neat.
Who wouldn't? How many? There's a lot of kids that can thank them because they're here.
Yeah.
Their mom and dad would listen to Marshall Tucker Band, I'm sure.
I'll tell you a quick funny story. I know we want to get to our guest, but last year someone said, "Man, you should have had more porta potties." Well, I wasn't expecting 4,500 people to show up, so we had 5 porta potties out there. So rest assured, I think Cassie's got 18 porta potties booked this year for all the people because we just, if we had 2,000 people out there last year, I'd have been happy. And so 4 or 5 porta potties, that's standard for that.
Who is the lineup on the Tennessee River Jam? You remember
all
of them?
Yeah, I can pretty much go throughout it. Friday's going to be a big day as well. Going to have concerts at Aces and at Peppers, and got some different up and coming and local talent there. Our buddy Ray Lewis Band's going to be at Peppers this year during the day. That's going to be a new concert. Peppers Automotive is a huge sponsor for us, and so kind of want to do a give back there. The Kentucky Headhunters are going to be at the Breakers. They were a huge hit when they came in 2019, so we're really excited about that. Probably, I've had several people in the music business say that Almost Famous is one of the best cover bands out of Memphis. They're going to be at the Eiffel Tower Park. That concert's brought to you by Commercial Bank, and we're really excited to really step that up and grow that event. So that's going to be a lot of fun as well. Saturday, you've got Paul Thorne coming to the Breakers. That's going to be. I'm not as familiar with him. That's one that everybody keeps getting really excited about. So I've got to check with some other music folks and do my homework on him. But hearing good things there. But our buddy Rockin' Randall, for the first time, is going to have a full-blown band of his people and doing his thing, and he's going to get to open for Big and Rich, and we're excited about that. So that's going to be huge. Paula Bridges' band.
Uncle Cracker coming?
Uncle Cracker.
Yeah, I heard that rumor.
Man, I hear all kinds of rumors.
Okay.
Now, I don't. As far as I know,
Okay.
Uncle Cracker's not coming.
Okay,
now,
go ahead.
In the future maybe, but no, Uncle Cracker's not coming. Paula Bridges' band,
right?
She's going to be there. Maddie True, she's an up and comer, recent graduate from Belmont. So lots of cool things coming out of there. Chandler Stevens is another songwriter coming out. Going to have Mandy Thomas. She was a finalist on The Voice a couple of years ago. That's going to be a Blues Landing after party that Saturday night, and then on Sunday. Probably going to be my favorite event of the whole weekend. Our buddy Daryl Worley has just taken Paris by storm and wrapped his arms around it, and he's going to do an event at Blues Landing called Daryl Worley and Friends, and he's not charging us a dime to come do it. He's going to come, and we're going to do a fundraiser for his foundation that night, and we got some really cool items that we're going to be auctioning off and having some fun to help raise some money. So it's truly going to be a 4-day event, and we've got people calling and coming in from all over the country, and we're pretty excited about it.
Well, I heard you was going to introduce your new song was Shoot Low Sheriff, He's Riding a Mule. Is that the song you wrote?
That's my new one I wrote. So.
Yeah, that's what it is. I knew there was either that one or She Broke My Heart and I Broke Her Jaw.
A little bit of both, but actually I think, and my goal is for it to go aluminum.
Aluminum.
Instead of platinum.
Maybe make a Budweiser can out of it, you reckon?
You might.
All
you never
right,
know.
Man. Well, I appreciate you coming in and helping me, man. Let's have some fun
glad
with
to
these
be
guys,
here.
man.
Let's
We
get
got
this thing kicked
an actor,
off.
we've got a producer, and we've got Johnny Mac. How much better can it get?
That's a full night.
Welcome, Michael. Welcome, Johnny. How are y'all doing tonight?
Doing great, Mike.
I appreciate y'all coming in with us, man.
Thank you, brother.
So, Johnny Mac, tell me something, man. How you been doing?
Man, been doing good. We've been filming this new movie that Mike is directing and producing called Steadfast Country Christmas.
Well, I'll be there.
Yeah, we started filming that this past Saturday.
So not only are you a singer, you are a actor.
Well, this is what I was in the one he did, last year here called Blood River Reckoning.
Right.
And I just saw the trailer for that, by the way, and I think it looks cool. I actually want to see the movie myself.
Well, that's good.
but
Michael, tell me something. Who are you? Never heard of you. I know your name's spelled funny, M-A-I, but they pronounce it May.
Correct.
Right.
Or at least I do, anyhow.
But if you'll notice in my note here, I've got it spelled correctly, but also parentheses M-A-Y, because I knew in my southern drawl, and there's no telling how I would say the word M-A-I.
Yeah, that's how I know. I got a bill collector.
Do you?
I don't spell my name correctly.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you, man.
Tell me a little bit about yourself. Who is Mike?
Well, full-time martial art instructor. I've owned a martial arts studio for 30 years with my beautiful wife, Kathy May. And we have 2 great kids. I have a son that's 24 years old and a daughter that just turned 18. And been pretty much an owner and proprietor of my business for 30 years in local little town in Los Angeles called El Segundo.
El Segundo.
Little beach community.
Yeah. They used to talk about that on the Fred Sanford show.
Yes, they
remember?
did.
Yeah.
All the time.
That made it famous.
Yes.
You remember that?
No.
You don't?
No.
We say don't go around El Segundo when it gets dark.
That's right. That's right.
Huh. Pretty neat.
You learned
That's the first thing I've learned today. I like
There
it.
you go. See, when you come on with me, you're going to learn
Walk
something.
out with
Because
a
I
true,
always surround myself.
true education.
I always
Leave
surround
Mike
myself with
Leatherford.
smart people.
And then several years ago, someone lost their wallet in El Segundo. So I'm not sure what that song was about, but that was also made El Segundo famous. We have a great baseball program. So George Brett, Hall of Fame.
Pontar.
Yes, was a local guy who grew up in my hometown, and he has put tons of money back into the town. So it's a great little city. It's what's called Mayberry amongst the big city of Los Angeles. So it kind of has a small town feel, not too different than Paris. And what brought me here was the people. My producing partner, Mr. Bailey McSwain, owns Home Sweet Home Bed and Breakfast right here in Paris with his wife, Leslie. Well, we originally met on a film I was working with Dina Carter on. And it was Dina Carter's first film called Painted Horses. And when Bailey and I met, it was his wishes to make Paris a bit of a film hub and bring some of Hollywood to the kids and to some of the people that he felt were really talented around here. So that's what we're doing, man.
So that's how did you find Paris to make a movie? I mean, Paris has got a lot of talent.
Well, I was originally at Jeff Fisher's house when he was the coach of the Titans in Franklin, Tennessee. And I was filming at the house a movie called Broken. And we wound up driving to Paris just looking for locations. And we went to the Eiffel Tower, and we decided that the next film we make will be in Henry County. And so after we completed Broken, and when it was finished, my producing partner and the director and his son and some other friends of mine did the film called Broken at Jeff Fisher's house. And it was an interesting faith film. So it was a fun project.
You're an actor and a producer, correct?
I'm kind of considered what's moving in DICOR, where I like to act, direct, and produce.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what are some of the movies you've been involved in? You just said one there you spoke of. What was some of your...
I've been involved in a lot of, if you can imagine, my business being martial arts, a lot of martial art projects to begin with. But I sort of gravitated away from those because the projects I like to work on are passionate projects that I've written myself, funded myself, produced myself. So I want to have the opportunity to sort of control the thing myself.
Right.
So I steer away from the martial art movies, and I like films sort of like what Johnny and I did. We did a story inspired by Jack Henson. So old story that's very well known in the area.
About the sniper.
Yes, sir. And not
So you
known
got that
well.
movie. You've already made a movie about that.
Yes, and it's not about him. It was inspired by him, so it stays close to the cut of what the film's...
That was one of my questions I was going to ask you. You beat me to it. I was going to ask you about that. You know, we got a pretty good... owned a company. Are you familiar with him? And that's a pretty good deal about, you know, he owned the Cumberland and Tennessee River sniper. You know, that's pretty interesting story. The basics of what made him do it and everything is pretty interesting.
While I was filming Painted Horses, you have a lot of downtime. So in between the downtime, Bailey McSwain was getting in my ear. And he would tell me, have you ever heard about this Jack Henson story, One Man War? And I said, no. And he said, well, I've read the book, and the entire time I was reading it, I thought it should be a movie.
Yeah.
Now, that was in 2014. So I wrestled with all kinds of titles.
Yeah.
Finally, landed on Blood River Reckoning.
Right.
In that our story, being close by, was based near Blood River.
Right.
And the family, the Boyd family, Johnny stars in the film as the father in the lead who seeks justice for his children, is all true to what the inspiration of Jack's story was about.
That's right.
Yeah. Without it being
We
a
got some
documentary.
stuff on the screen. They said they wanted to show some graphics. There we go. Tell us about that.
Well, handsome guy on the left, obviously, is Mr. Mack, but he is in character right there as the ruthless Jack Boyd, who takes vengeance on those that took
Put it
from
back
him.
on.
Yeah.
Put the graphic back up. I want to see who these other people are. Who
I
is
see our buddy Ethan Torsak,
Yes.
another musician
Tell
in
us
the,
who
in
the-
the
who
shot
the-
there.
Ethan
who's
Torsak.
Start from the left as you and I. Put it back up. Now we're playing Mickey. We're playing hide and go seek. It's on a timer.
Yes.
The guy in the coveralls.
So the
Start
young
on
man-
that side and work around and tell us.
Yep. And the coveralls guy that you're speaking of with his hand on Johnny played his son, George.
Gotcha.
And that's a local actor named Griffin McDermott.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, then I already introduced Johnny. Next to Johnny is Gabrielle Horvath, and her father was one of the producers on the show, and she's an excellent actor from North Carolina. Next to Gabrielle is Griffin's sister, Little Miss Tennessee, and that's Farrah McDermott.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think you guys probably already recognize her. And then I'm on this side of the camera because I directed this film.
Sure. Now, who's the other guy standing up there?
That's Ethan.
Ethan Torsak.
Yeah, Ethan Torsak.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Well, man, that was the Blood River Reckoning.
Blood River
That
Reckoning.
was pretty
Yes,
good.
sir.
Painted Horses was another movie you did. Well, tell me about. Was Johnny Mack in that one too? Or was that just
No.
Dana Carter?
That was the one back in 2014, and
Right.
it was kind of about a group
There
of
it is.
special needs kids.
There it is, right there. You
Yeah.
had it up on there. Put it back on there just a second. They're on timers. That's why they go
Yes,
off so
sir.
fast.
And that was directed by Damian Fulton, a very good friend of mine, a local artist in El
Right.
Segundo.
Right.
That's Madeline Deutsch is the daughter of the actress. What is her name? She was in Back to the Future with Michael J. Fox. It's gonna kill me.
Leah Thompson.
Thank you. That's
Yeah.
Leah Thompson's second eldest
The
daughter.
mom.
Attaboy.
I'm really
That's
terrible,
quick.
but I remember things at like 1 o'clock in the morning. Leah Thompson.
Yeah, I'll call you today. Yeah, I got that.
Leah Thompson. And that's her beautiful daughter, Madeline Deutsch. Lovely actor.
What did you do? Was you?
I was an associate producer, so I
Gotcha.
found the money for the movie. And then I played Sheriff Dobbins in it, Henry County Sheriff.
Oh, but
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
it was a lot of fun.
It's still on Amazon, a great movie.
So you're working on a film now.
Yes, sir. Steadfast Country Christmas, also a faith film. Mr. Johnny Mack starring in it as Daniel Steadfast, who owns a riding ranch. We had some co-stars. Cody Nance
Yeah.
was in the film as well. Had some dynamite musicians. Josh McKee was playing last night.
Derek
Forgive me
Brassfield.
what D. Brass is his
Yeah.
real name. We call him
Derek Brassfield.
Derek Brassfield.
Yeah.
Awesome guy and an awesome musician.
J.B. Glass, and of
J.B.
course,
Glass.
Mark Berg of
Mark
Blues
Berg
Landing.
I
from
heard you
Blues
had,
Landing.
had Santa Claus out there.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
impressive.
I have to tell you, Mark Berg makes a great Santa Claus, but I have left out probably one of the most important factors of me and filmmaking here. And of course, it's my mother that has been supportive of me through this, but Miss Rhonda Stanton of the KPAC Center. What a gift to
Yeah.
Henry County she is.
I was coming to that in a second.
Yeah.
Was just the overall arts in Paris and Henry County, and Rhonda is one of the ones that spearheads that, and she's just a joy to work with. So
Yes, I love Rhonda. She's been a huge help over the
Yeah.
years. She's filled my movies with extras when Painted Horses.
Yeah.
She gave me contacts to get in touch with Johnny Mack for Blood River.
Mm-hmm.
Her entire cast of students and most talented singers have taken part in Steadfast Country Christmas.
Yeah.
And man, she's just been wonderful. So I owe Rhonda Stanton big props.
Well, and that's one of the things that makes Paris. If I put my chamber hat on for a second and sell the community, is we're fortunate to have a city where the Parks and Rec department fund that program,
Exactly.
so that we can have a performing arts program like the Crider Performing Arts Center. And
Unlike El Segundo.
do they not have one?
No, they do not.
See,
I
and
have
that's
to
why
say-
you're here,
Yes.
producing these movies here and so forth. So we're very fortunate that investment has been made over decades. The Philadelphian group who invested thousands and thousands of dollars into the Crider, and then just the number of I was a KPAC youth back in the day.
Money well spent.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where there are so many kids that have gone through that program. And it's kind of cool full circle because my daughter's going to do it this summer, so it's kind of just a cool thing to see kids go through that, and it just helps make our community special.
My nickname for Rhonda, and I usually only share it between her and I, but since I have this opportunity, my nickname for Rhonda is Johnny Mac Maker.
Johnny Maker. All right.
Yeah.
Johnny, did you realize you was going to be a movie star, or did you just happen to fall into it? Or
Well, this is how it turned out. I remember when it came about it, Mark Berg was already involved in Blood
Until
River.
the Dawn.
Yeah, he was in
Mark
in
had
that.
a little part.
Yeah, and he kept telling me, he's like, hey man, I got this guy, Mike May, and everything keeps coming down here, and hey, and he's making movies and stuff, And so I was like, all right, that's cool. And I kind of just thought, I don't know, I was like, oh, that's cool. They're making movies or whatever. And then and he was like, hey, the lead role is opened up. And Mike, he's seen you play, and he wondered if you might want to star in this movie. And I thought to myself, I was in Drama 1 and Drama 2 back in high school, So I said, absolutely, I want to be in this movie. And so, but all kidding aside, as I go into everything I do, I took it very seriously, and I was like, I said I'm going to do this, and so I'm going to try to do the best I can, and like, absolutely, really tried to do, and listen to direction and everything, because I wanted to be good at it, And
I don't know if we're saying everything more than we usually would now.
and everything.
We've been around Mark Berg so much lately,
We saying
We're
everything.
saying everything all the time. But I have to tell you something about this man. As soon as I spoke to him about the part, it was very refreshing to find that first thing he told me was, I was praying very hard that I would do a good job.
Hey, yeah, I
I've
did.
never heard that in my entire career. Not that it's that incredible, but I've never stepped on a set and spoke to an actor that told me that they were praying that they would do a good job.
Yeah.
Secondly, he had an incredible amount of drive and professionalism to the point that he was very angry all the time. Nah, I'm just kidding. He was a pleasure to work with, and always a positive force throughout the film, and creatively always giving us some great influence. So it was a home run hit.
Yeah.
Because when it comes to producing a film and you're gambling on people that you've never worked with before, you never know the caveats you run into.
Yeah.
Now, Johnny Mac, are you singing in this? You going to tie
Well-
the music thing into it?
Well, not to give the whole thing away, but in this new movie that we're doing, at one time or another, I was a musician, but I, due to things that's happened in life or whatever, I decided to give it up, and I just hadn't done it in a while. And so they're trying to kind of cajole me back into it. So maybe I don't know, maybe somewhere in there towards the end or whatever, I may play a little bit. I don't know. I'm not going to say I do, but
Gotcha. Don't want to give it away, right?
Well, can't, because you got to see the movie.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But as we were talking about, whenever we did that first one, and I really enjoyed it so much, and I was like, man, I was very interested in the way that it works. And now that I did one, I was like, Mike, I really enjoyed that. I was like, let's do another one. He's like, hey, I got an idea. Let's do another one.
Yeah.
I said, I'm in. And I thought to myself, I was like, virtually anybody could probably be in one movie. But if you're in two movies, you're an actor.
You're an actor. That's a nice resume. Did you know I'm going to be in a scene on Friday at 2 o'clock at Kathy Ray's house?
Oh, we'll
So
be.
I'm going to be an actor too.
All right.
Looky there.
That'll be your one,
That'll
right?
be my,
Yeah.
Get
on.
Everybody gets their 10 seconds of fame.
Hey, you come on by, you can be in it with us. How about
I
that?
done been down that road.
So shout out to my producing partner in Los Angeles, Mr. Neil Wallace. Okay, Hang Dai, always supportive of me. In the beginning, spoke to me about his worries of having someone that is a musician translate to a different format. Will that be successful
Yeah.
in that transition? Now, I was selling him on, this guy's got great charisma. He's got great, not just control vocally, but he has a certain presence that he carries. Okay. So everybody's putting their money in, and we're gambling. As soon as Blood River was concluded, now everybody's a Johnny Mac fan. Okay?
That's what it takes.
I'm the
You might be
one.
a Travis McLeese fan before it's over.
Never know.
So
Then you make a movie in LBL.
that was Until the Dawn. Yes.
What was that about?
Well, many of the stories are coming from Bailey, where he mentioned to me he grew up here as a child and moved away. He's come back and settled with his wife. He mentioned all of the native rituals and routines and folklore of that area. Tennessee Hills, all of the local legends, and one of them being about skinwalkers. So at the time, I had a story that was called Until the Dawn, and I had a actor that was now presently has a reoccurring role on SWAT. And he was on Ballers on HBO with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. His name is Adam Aladirk. Adam's a positively amazing guy, even better actor. Rolled into the film, came into Henry County, flew in from New York City, did an incredible job flying in the mud, sliding, shooting guns, riding ATVs, all just had an awesome time. And his family basically was terrorized by a skinwalker.
I got a trailer here of this show. Can we roll this trailer?
Yeah, can watch. It's okay. I have to spin around and watch.
Yeah, see what we got. Y'all ready to roll it?
Roll back.
Aim small.
Miss Small.
Fire. Good job, buddy.
Come get a treat. Let's get drunk out.
This house, Dad, I don't know if this is the right move. Kathy's having a hard time adjusting, and Kevin, who was out of foster care for like 2 years, just started to trust us. And then I go and move him halfway across the country from LA to Tennessee, and I just don't know if this house is the right thing, Dad.
Dad, the police are here.
Hey, we just came by to welcome you to Paris. I just want to let you know something has been attacking their animals at night.
Not another dead burn livestock attack.
Yeah.
I think what we got going on here is a little more supernatural. The Indians that used to live here in Land Between the Lakes, they had these things called skinwalkers.
What in the name?
They're like shapeshifters, man.
I know, but first the cop with the animal attacks, and then the weirdo. It's one thing after another. I'm freaking out, Carson. What happened to you?
The horse is gone.
What do you mean my horse is
Your
gone?
horse is gone. Get your things. We're sleeping down here tonight.
Scaring
Go.
me, Carson.
Well, I know you're not asking to get on that dead burn four-wheeler. Man, you got 2 months left to retire.
I'm gonna go get him, man. And I'll tell you what, you gotta either stand by me on this one or get the heck out of my way.
I had a guy on my show last week was a Bigfoot guy out of Georgia. He's got a museum, Expedition Bigfoot. And he was in here, and we talked about evidence of Bigfoot, and that was a real good show. I learned a lot. You know, there's a lot of things out there, and
I'm still trying to believe in Bigfoot. I still want to believe in Bigfoot.
well, I mean,
I do.
what we talked about in another show, Johnny Mac, they didn't. I think my dates are correct. You know, I do so much of this, my times run together. I think they didn't discover the gorilla until 1902, and the panda bear discovered in 1910. So maybe Sasquatch, Bigfoot, Dogman, Skinwalker just haven't been discovered yet.
Yeah, I hear you. Every time I go on walks and hikes, man, I keep my eyes peeled.
I live in the woods. You know, that's what I do. You know, I'm a hunter, fisherman, and I got hunting farms that I own and cabins and stuff. And I've been out there a lot. Got swamps on my place, and I've never seen anything neither. But you know, a lot of things I haven't seen.
Still want it to be there, though. You know, I want it to be something.
There is something. I'll put it that way. I'm not going to say it's a Bigfoot. It may just be Travis. I don't know. But anyway, there is something there. You never know. But a Bigfoot.
We only see it whenever Mike's in town. I think that's weird.
Could be a movie, but how could that many people be wrong, right?
Yeah.
That's exactly
How
what
can you
I
have the
said.
Yeti? You know,
all over the world.
My ancestry is Native American.
Okay.
And there's stories. I don't want to get in. It's not about me. It's about y'all. But there's a lot of stories. Thunderbirds. You need to look at that. And the Booger Man, as we call them. Yeah, I'm not going to go into that. There's a lot of truth to them Native Americans. They lived here. They breathe it. They eat it. So some of those wise tales, you know, could be true.
They came from somewhere, that's for sure.
That's right.
Sounds to me like another role for Mark Bird.
Yeah.
I think he could play that role for us.
He
Bigfoot.
certainly- yeah,
Bigfoot.
He certainly could do a Bigfoot. Absolutely. He's
When-
got
when-
the walk.
when is this
He's got
show-
the walk.
Yeah. When is this show coming out?
Which one?
The Skywalker.
Well,
Skinwalker.
It's finished right now and it's being sold. So it'll be in, like most places, in a streaming format right now.
Okay.
I don't know about you guys, but in LA, not too many of the movie theaters are open, so most of the films are going
We're
right
open
to
here.
video
Yeah,
on
we're-
demand.
Are yours basically? Excuse me. Go ahead.
You're good. Go ahead.
Independent films, or is that?
Yes,
that's-
completely
yeah,
independent films.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool. I like I said, I don't like to toot my horn, but I've been involved in that. I had a little limited career in the movies, and
Fun stuff.
it is fun.
Yeah.
It's to take it seriously, to take it and be serious, it takes a lot of work. And people they think the good part, get out there and pull guns and shoot and fast draw. They think that's all it's about. No, if you're going to do it right, it's a lot of work.
Well, we mentioned it because obviously once I had everybody's support around the talent that he had demonstrated, it was easy to get money for the second film.
Yeah.
So when I got money for the second film, I said this one's going to be a lot less dirt, a lot less bugs, a lot less heat, because eventually, basically what we were trying to recreate was the Civil War era.
Sure.
So like he mentioned, yeah, man, it was like we were going off to war every day.
Yeah.
Put on all of our wool clothing, grab our muskets, and, go out.
Sweaty, put some blood and dirt on us.
Yeah, that's part of it. That's the hard part.
Yeah. Just stink.
So
I mean,
And you think you've done your best. You think you've done your best, and somebody didn't have the camera set. Somebody didn't have the microphone set. You went through that yet, Johnny Mac?
Oh, sure, yeah.
That just wears me out. That was my best one. Well, we didn't have the camera right. Do it again.
Can I share my favorite story?
Yeah.
You tell them the cobbler one then. I can't do it justice.
Which part?
About the whole argument about the cobbler.
Oh, at the between the guys.
So I'll give you a little tip.
Well, dude, we don't want to give the end of the movie away.
No,
that's like the crescendo.
We were hitting exactly that, the crescendo, and he delivered his line. Him and I had an intense scene prior to this, where we were very emotional. We were then playing off of that next scene and kind of ricocheting into what we were doing now. Well, a couple of the guys didn't appreciate what we were doing.
They didn't get it. They didn't understand where we were coming from with it.
Yeah.
Who's the other guy? The other actors?
No, these are
couple
behind
guys
the
from the
cameras,
crew.
cinematographers, director of
I'm
photography.
with you.
Yep.
So we got a little heated there on that last day. Well, because, man, we're all sitting out there. It's hot. We're all sweaty. We're wearing all this garb, like there's bugs everywhere. And it's like, it's the last day. I got to be at Blues Landing at 7 to play music. I'm like, guys, it's like 5:30. I think that's what we got to do. But anyway, I'm not going to say what we said, but whenever I kind of popped off a little bit, and I kind of, I was just like, no, this is the way it needs to be, And
it was great.
But then I kind of felt bad about it, so I was kind of like, guys, I didn't mean to, to do that or whatever. Like, y'all know more about it than I do. And they're like, but they were so cool about it. They were like, no, man, that's what this is all about, man.
Absolutely.
Like, no, this is what you do, man. You get out here and you get into it and you get passionate about it. I'm like, all right, cool. But anyway, so what I said is what I want to do.
Well, you do all those things, he said, if you're a pro. And he's a pro.
There you go.
So he got out there and he took it professional, because I can tell you this, when you show up a studio meeting or you get on the set and the week before you're getting ready to roll film and 27 actors say, can you send me a copy of the script? That's told the writer one thing. I haven't read the script yet.
That's right.
How
you like it right there at the end, either one of y'all, when they hand you think you got it down and they change. They hand you this, in 2 minutes you got to present your line. How you like that?
Well,
you have much of that?
What I really like about working with him is that
he don't give you 2 minutes.
No, he told me when we first talked on the phone about it. He said he's like, man, I'm from California. I don't know how you guys talk down there. And he said, and I could write all day long, and I could give you the script, and it wouldn't be right.
That's
he said
right.
so.
Ad-lib it.
He would tell me the points he wanted me to hit. This is the point I want to get across. Now, how would you say that, being from the South and everything?
I've had that problem sometimes in here with Kevin. They're from Florida and New York and all, and sometimes they don't quite get the gist of how their Southern boys say. And the slang, is that the correct word?
Sure.
You and I want to. We need to talk, and we know exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Some of these people don't get that, do they?
Well, you want to be authentic. That's how as a producer, he's capturing that.
And I work with guys from California, and Johnny Mac, I can appreciate that. It was kind of what they asked us to say. I'm looking at them and saying, we don't say that.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I'm like, I don't know, man. I wouldn't say that like that.
No, we say hell no. Yeah. We don't say heck no. Yeah. It's hell no. That's how we say it. He was
so cool about that, though, man. He just let us run with it,
Well, that's how it's got to be.
They're
in me to take a break. Y'all ain't going to go nowhere, are you?
We'll stick around.
We got to take us a break right quick. All right, folks, we got Michael May. We got Johnny Mac. And we've been talking about movies they're making. And Travis McLeese, my co-host, man, he's fitting right in like he always does. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
This presentation of the Mike Weatherford Show is being brought to you by
Paris Power Sports, a bad boy and skag mower dealer and service center that is the area's leading power sports company since 2016. Mow with an attitude and power on.
Napa Auto and Truck Parts. With over 95 years of experience, you can trust the Napa know-how.
Take Me Back Cafe. Delicious home-cooked family-style meals in a nostalgic, warm, and inviting atmosphere. Take Me Back Cafe. Great for the entire family.
And the attorneys at Hawley & McAdams, who with over 90 years of combined experience, pride themselves in competent, thorough representation, utilizing their vast experience in a broad array of practice areas. Voted favorite law firm in the 14th Annual Reader's Choice Award, Hawley & McAdams are proud and honored to serve you.
Shattering the image of standard nursing homes and committed to enhancing the human spirit, Charter Senior Living of Paris is focused on removing barriers that can prevent your success and a better life. A unique boutique community with many wonderful amenities, we offer various levels of quality care in an apartment and floor plan of your choosing. Learn more and request your free resource guide at charterparis.com or give us a call today. When physical assistance becomes a necessity, enjoy the peace of mind you deserve.
Don't let pain become a way of life. Voted 6 years in a row as the winner of Favorite Chiropractor in the PI Reader's Choice Awards, Dr. Dustin Forrester can help restore your sense of normalcy and help put some spring back in your step. We are proud to announce the addition of Dr. Grace Burden to our staff, providing the service of dry needling for all our patients. Call our office at 731-644-9000 to schedule your appointment today, and you could be another one of our many happy and satisfied customers.
The decision to buy or sell a home can be a difficult one, and it's important to have someone you can trust during that process. Landmark Realty is that someone, committed to serving you and to building solid, long-lasting relationships. Our experienced real estate agents with established professional networks work hard to help you find your perfect dream home. Browse our wide variety of homes at landmarkrealtytn.com or stop in at either of our 2 locations in Camden or Paris. Don't live in the past. Let Landmark move you into your future.
Whether it's real estate, business, criminal, or family law, civil litigation, estate planning, or even personal injury, attorneys Andy Clark and Chad Cox of Clark & Cox PLLC provide the experience and trusted representation that you're looking for. A long-standing Paris PI Reader's Choice favorite. Clark & Cox address your legal issues using the team approach, setting into motion a strong and highly competent and capable staff to assist you with all your legal needs. To find out more about how we can help you, visit clarkandcoxlaw.com or call us at 731-642-4446.
L.I. Smith & Associates, a full-service engineering and surveying company that combines 40 years of industry expertise with new cutting-edge technology to provide innovative solutions to real-world problems. Headquartered in Paris, the professionals at L.I. Smith are dedicated to providing high-quality surveying and civil engineering services throughout Henry County and the surrounding region. L.I. Smith & Associates, industry expertise, innovative solutions, and community-focused. 54 Fuel Mart, a great place to eat with friendly staff and some of the best gas prices in town. Stop in for a bite to eat and get treated like family. That's 54 Fuel Mart, 1213A West Wood Street in Paris.
For the last 35 years, Terry Leonard has litigated civil and criminal cases in both local and federal courts across Tennessee. Raised in Benton County and coupled with his background in small business and farming, Terry's experiences provide him unique insights on the challenges faced by West Tennesseans today. A Christian, conservative, and active Republican, Terry believes strong values create a strong community. Firmly believing that all deserve the right to be treated with dignity and respect, Terry has provided extensive pro bono legal work for the less fortunate. Terry Leonard, experienced, fair, honest, and caring. Vote Terry J. Leonard this May 3rd as your candidate for Circuit Court Judge.
Find out more at voteterryleonard.com. Paid for by Terry J. Leonard, candidate for Circuit Court Judge Division 2. Misha Adams, Treasurer.
Welcome back to the Mike Weatherford Show. We've been talking with Michael May. He's an actor and producer, and Johnny Mack, which we all know him as a music singing guy, but now he's an actor.
Music singing guy.
Yeah, now he's an actor.
Put that on it. Can I make you a business card?
Yeah.
Casey Minch, if you're watching, make a business card that
what I was
music
doing
singing
was
with
saying,
an A.
what I was doing was leaving that behind because he's an actor now.
I got you. Just music
You
singing
got-
guy,
you
Casey.
understand? Yeah.
Music singing guy.
Yeah. He was a music singing guy, and now he's an actor. Yeah. And Travis, which you know Travis is here. He's going to let you know he's here. You don't have to introduce him.
Don't worry about that,
Yeah.
do you?
What do you think?
Hey, when he comes on stage at the River Jam, I'm going to introduce him as that music singing guy.
Yeah, that's now an actor.
That's now an actor.
That's right. That's
there
right.
you go. That's
right.
what
What do you call yourself?
Johnny Mac.
What do you consider when I ask you what you do?
Well, no.
We got a smart ass.
I was going to say,
I'm surrounded by two
he's a
smart
singer
asses.
turned actor.
You know karate.
No, look.
You know all that. Well, keep me off their asses, will you?
What I thought you meant was in my acting name the same as my singing name.
No, don't try to make up now. You done pissed off the host now. I'm done with you.
No, man. Hey, you know how they always say don't quit your day job? Yeah. Well, I always say I'm not going to quit my night job just yet.
That's why I was waiting when he
That's
said
good stuff right
what do you
there.
go by? Johnny.
Is that not priceless? He needs a manager or someone to help him out like that.
It's tax season,
What
so
do
those
you-
kind of
yeah.
questions, you
What
got
do
to make sure you
by?
get it right.
He goes, Johnny Mac. And Chad's going.
Oh, I knew it.
What I meant was, what do you call yourself when are you a singer?
Yeah, I am.
Are you an actor?
I'm a singer.
You got a day job?
No, but I'm a singer, guitar player, songwriter, actor.
All right, now there you go.
In that
Travis.
order. I like it.
I like it.
I knew that.
What
I know
do you do?
Who knows? I hadn't figured it out yet.
What do they tell you to do?
Whatever the girls at the office tell me to do, so I just follow their lead.
We know what mics do.
Yeah,
Mics, that's Spanish for godlike. Is it not? There you go.
Is that true? Is he
Oh, that's
production
Michael.
people?
He'll
Can
tell
y'all
you.
tell me if that's true or not?
Michael.
Archangel Michael.
That's right.
That's right. Michael is named after God.
Do you
I
never
need a
believe
fact
nothing I say?
I need a new fact check
I-
on the bottom of this little thing here.
It's
I
true.
think my intelligence is up here
Here's
and
the
he's
thing.
down here.
I
'cause he
believe
never
him.
understands
I
me.
believe him.
Why would you not believe me? Have I ever lied to you?
That's valid. I'll give you the. You've never lied to me.
Okay, why would I?
But I still the fact that he said it, I trust him on the angel part. I mean,
They don't. Thank you. They don't have a clue. They don't
No,
have
Mike's.
a clue. That's what, it's. I get. His name is probably Michael too. Is it?
Yes, sir.
That's my name too. My name is John Michael.
oh,
Nice.
y'all want
I'm
Johnny Mac
Michael
and I leave
Anthony.
y'all and let
What
y'all
is
have
yours?
Michael Anthony.
You're Johnny Mike.
That's right.
Johnny
Johnny
Mac.
Mike and Johnny Mac. Your name is what?
Michael Anthony.
Michael Anthony.
Oh,
Yeah.
the bass player for Van Halen.
You got
right.
it.
Nice.
Yeah, Tony.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. See, we got more in common than you think. What's your name, Travis? Your whole name?
Travis Lee McLeese.
Just common, Travis. Just
common.
common. Just common.
Just
Lee.
common, boy. I tell you what.
No, he's not common. He's a little far from it. But you got any other ideas on some movies you're gonna?
Too many ideas because once you found your muse,
Yeah.
you got plenty of material to write about.
Right.
So we got some coming down the pipe, and now I have all kinds of Johnny Mac supporters. But I always like to do something different. We did a LBL film. Obviously, it was a a sci-fi thriller, more or less. They're calling shock mockumentary.
Ooh.
But now we're doing a religious faith film about Christmas. About the Lord, about family, music.
Right.
So that's completely different, but it's fun. It's good stuff, And we're not dirty, and we're not spending 14-hour days and getting eaten up by bugs. But there's some golden moments. When we were at Blues Landing last night, we have 70-some extras. We had a battle of the bands where we had some of the best musicians and talent in town from here to Nashville, for that matter. Everybody was rocking and partying, and even my cameramen couldn't even contain themselves. They're out there dancing and bobbing their heads, and it was just too much. The energy was incredible, you know.
In the South, we say that's good stuff.
Yeah. I personally asked Mark Berg, knowing the legends that have, you know, been the evenings at Blues Landing, and he gave me, on a scale from 1 to 10, a solid 11.
Oh.
Yes.
Now, I'm looking over at Johnny Mac. We're looking at each other and going, I've been around some 8, 9s, and 10s and stuff. If it was an 11, I hate that we missed it.
Yes. Well, for a while, it was still going on, but
yeah, I left, and it was still happening.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. You got to know when to get out.
You got to know.
Yeah.
You got to keep them wanting more.
That's right.
That's how you do
I
it.
got my cheeseburger, and I hit the road.
Well, Travis, we got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
In Paris, with movie wise and stuff like anything that the chamber.
There's just so much. That's what's, you know, we kind of hit on that earlier, and just talking about the arts culture here and the live music thing, and you know, I often joke with the girls on the staff and my boards about, you know, rein me in. That's where a lot of my passion is. I went to school at Bethel University on Performing Arts Scholarship, and said, you know, rein me in, because if it's my choice, I'll do a bluegrass festival. You know, I'd love to see Rhonda Vincent and some of those folks up here playing in a bluegrass festival. I'd love to do a gospel festival. We need that here, you know. So there's all these things, and that's just on the music side of it. You get to the acting side, when you've got names like Cherry Jones and Summer Moore, and you know, all these people that have made
Johnny
Mac. Oh man. See, I was gonna go Mark Berg, but you know, you got to toot his horn a little bit. Mark Berg.
I never think.
Blow that horn over.
I hear.
There you go.
I hear Larry Ray's a pretty good principal.
Larry Ray was very talented, very patient. We had constant changes, all kinds of problems technically, and there were tons of little kids there that were not actors. They were just basketball players, and he was phenomenal.
Yeah.
And my principal when I was in elementary school was Mr. Scott, and he did Mr. Scott serious justice.
Yeah.
I think my grandson was in this shot the other night at the basketball.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I think
it was awesome. Again, another nice thing about Paris, the beautiful K-Pac Center.
Yeah.
That Rhonda said, "Will this do?" I said, "Yes, ma'am, it will."
Absolutely.
Yes.
Hey, and I want to say props to Kathy Ray, Larry's wife, for she has done so much in helping getting the extras for the
yeah.
the
Thank you
scenes
for
and
reminding me.
so many things.
Yeah.
She had people. She was on the phone today, like. She was like, "Hey, we need some people, extras for this scene," you know. And she was just working the whole time. So
she was responsible for loading the room with over 70 people.
Yeah,
just Kathy.
What kind of scene do you got when you got 70 people in the room? What kind of movie y'all shoot?
Well, it was the Battle of the Bands.
Blues Landing. You got to
Oh, okay. He said room. I wouldn't follow that.
Battle of the Bands, because the theme being that there was a contract hanging in the balance along with some prize money.
Right.
I've told you too much.
I know it. Yeah.
That's what we're good at.
But that's the thing, you know, and that's what you made my heart smile earlier when you said, when he asked, you know, why Paris, why'd you get here? And you said it was the people. I tell folks all the time, you know, everybody's got a barbecue restaurant. Everybody's got an Italian. Everybody's got a Mexican restaurant. Everybody's got all these things. They've got a automobile place. They've got things that make their community function and work. But we've got people.
Yes.
And the people make it special.
They
do.
There's a lot of talent in Paris. It doesn't matter, you know, Paris and Henry County is full of talent. Musicians. I mean, I don't know. It seems like everybody in Henry County plays the guitar. I grew up, my father had a band.
Yeah.
The whole community, just musicians, and it's amazing the talent that Henry County's got. I mean, if you need anything, you can get it in Paris. Well, we're going to leave Paris. No, you get anything you want here.
Yeah.
I mean, we got crack cocaine, we got movie star, we got anything in between. We're like Los Angeles. We've got it all.
The chamber director's asking you not to plug that.
Well, I mean, it's a
no,
fact.
you're right. No, it's
whatever you want.
That's exactly
what makes it unique.
We are a melting pot.
That's right.
I mean, you can do any. You
noticed how we got anything you want.
Yeah.
You said Kathy Ray, where's where I was coming from. If you needed this, she picks up phone and
she gets
we
people
got
down
it.
there.
We got it right here. Whatever you need.
Yeah.
And what you're doing, y'all two are doing, it's hard to find.
Yeah.
It's very hard to find.
People you can count on and call and. You know, and they take it seriously and they get the job done. They help us get it going. You know, and just a great community, great folks, man. Everybody works hard and they take everything seriously that they do, and it's just a pleasure to be a part of this community.
Well, and it's neat also to see, like we talked earlier about Tennessee River Jam, just getting to showcase that. So often, I know growing up here, it's kind of, we're in the middle of Podunk, we're in the middle of cornfield, we're not a big time. But we are, that's the thing that we really are on a national stage. And, I'm sure these will be on Amazon Prime and things like that. You said streaming earlier, so
yes, sir.
Probably different platforms. And I'll come back to that in a second because I want you to plug that so we know where to find all this content. That's the thing is I'm hearing so many names. I saw Farrah, the picture earlier that we showed. That's, she's my parents' neighbor. She grew up next door to my parents. So it's just neat to hear about all these people and all these stories. And it's just neat to see Paris and Henry County showcased that way.
Didn't they shoot some of that Fugitive? I know they shot some of the Fugitive movie up here in Paducah. Didn't it tag on down into Henry County? I think it got up in LBL. Tommy Lee Jones. Yeah, Metropolis.
Yep. I know Metropolis did.
I think it got in LBL.
That's I haven't seen that movie in a while.
No, but I think it did.
Yeah, The Fugitive and We Are the U.S. Marshals.
Yeah.
That's those two good movies.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones.
And I heard it did get into LBL.
Yeah.
And all down in this area. I think it did a little bit back in the day down in this area. I know it was in Paducah. I know that because I had some friends as extras over there. Mm-hmm. And it got
That's
shot.
Pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. But, it's whatever we got here, man. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
And it's good you found us.
Yeah.
That's what I think you're blessed to find some community that gives back like Henry County does. They want you here, that's got to be.
Do we have any questions that the folks on Facebook want to ask? Are they queuing in on that?
They're asking. We need to make a Springville Ghost show.
Oh,
I've heard about the Springfield Ghost. I was wondering. Excuse me. I've heard so many stories about it, and I hear how you put the baby powder on the bumper, and you go down to the tracks.
I hung out down there. Johnny Mack, you old enough to hang out Springville Ghost?
Yeah,
I've heard of it.
I've hung out down there.
Get out of the car, and you see the
I know exactly where it was at, and I hung out down there. I was a getaway. When you left Kroger parking lot when I was a kid, that's where you went.
Well, I have to tell you, Monty Blue was a former sheriff here in town, told me that he investigated down there with 9 of his officers, and when they all got to the area, they had no transmission on their radios collectively. All 9 squad cars were unable to transmit. They all had technical problems. So I said, so what are you saying? He said, I'm just telling you that when I was there to investigate as part of my job.
It was an old train track, the road that went back there was. You know where it was at?
Yeah. Now, you mentioned Monty Blue, and that sounds like I think I'd jump in and co-produce part of that. That'd be worth putting some money behind to see that movie. I mean, that's a
scary movie.
It's a scary movie. That's interesting.
And then I'm wondering if I'm going to have the Springfield Ghost, when you start talking about them, they got somewhere to go, right? They need somebody to inhabit.
Yeah, that's right.
I just want to kind of dance in, dance out.
I never seen it. What I thought it was as a kid growing up down there in the 60s or 70s, racing when we went down there. I heard rumors it was a man that got killed on the railroad tracks, and that was his lantern you seen.
This is what I heard. I heard that it was a school bus full of children.
Wow.
Not the Springville Ghost. It was supposed to be. It was a conductor on a train track, or somebody supposed to got killed, and you can go down there, and the road's been closed off now. It used to be, I think it was the train track that you drove down, but the tracks have been removed. And you get down at the end, and I'm sure back in the day, time you drunk a lot of Budweiser and Miller Ponies. You remember the little Miller Pony? When you drunk a lot of them, you might have seen some ghosts.
Yeah. Well, I'm wondering the story because it's been one that I'm told, and I'm confusing the two. But there's something along the lines.
There's a couple different stories.
Somebody says that they want me to be a town judge in a movie. They'd go to jail.
Yeah. Yeah. We could probably write some storyline into that.
Yeah.
Somebody
says right here, I was never that drunk. I don't know. That might be from Dana. I don't know what that meant. He don't have no name, just I was never that drunk. What does that mean?
I don't know. Going back to that, you made a couple hairs stand up on my back. I don't play with those ghosts and all that. You give me Michael Myers or somebody like that, I'm fine. But you start getting that supernatural stuff, well, we don't even watch that. No,
I'm more worried about people.
Yeah, give me a text. No, really? See,
Yeah,
Texas
ain't no
Chainsaw
go-
Massacre.
ain't
Come
no-
on, we
ain't
can
no
go.
hurt I'm fine with that. I have no problem with that.
See, I'll actually get in the car that's running, get in it, and leave.
You run upstairs.
I'm not the guy that's going to run upstairs
He's
or,
gonna run upstairs.
you know, going to run down the cellar basement.
Turn the lights on.
Yeah, turn the lights on.
I mean, maybe I'm an outdoors guy, coon hunting. I'm in the bottoms at night, you know.
But you said that you would the people scare you more. Tell me more about that.
I'm more scared of people, of a man, than I am a ghost.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Have you ever known anybody got killed by a ghost?
I don't know.
I know a lot of people got killed by somebody. I don't mean man. I mean human beings scare me more than ghosts.
That's fair.
You know anybody that's ever got killed by a ghost?
That's fair.
No.
I mean,
Michael, do you?
Just that one guy that was on Ghostbusters.
There you go.
Yeah.
He got, well, but
Yeah, he got
seriously,
sprayed.
how many people you know that's been killed by another man?
I mean, there's some people I've looked in their eyes and seen some demons in them.
That's right. I'm not scared of I'm not scared of ghosts.
Have you had a ghost encounter?
Ooh.
I've had a lot of things. Yeah.
Yeah.
One.
I've had
I
some.
can for sure say.
I don't want to. I could tell you some stories off the camera that would no seriously
No, I got
that would blow your mind that I've seen.
Can I share a quick one with you?
Sure.
I was at the Waldorf Astoria with my wife. We checked into the hotel 1 o'clock in the morning. We had reserved a room, no room available. I was a little bit upset. I was 1 o'clock in the morning. I was kind of tired, just wanted to go to bed. They sent me to the bar with a couple drink tickets, apparently, because it seemed like an easier way to go. So while I was at the bar, I barely had one drink when they came back and got us and said, "We found your room." We spent the night, 4 o'clock in the morning. I had a guy in his socks walking back and forth at the foot of my bed, pacing. As I woke up and the hairs on your arms.
How
like
many
you were
drinks
saying,
did you have?
None. Didn't even get one down.
Two, that's what I
Two
thought.
drink tickets, didn't even get one. Went to the room, 4 o'clock in the morning, as this guy paced the floor. I was thinking about my manly maneuver to try to handle the situation. My wife leaned over to me and said, "Is that somebody at the foot of our bed?" That's at that time that I realized there's no way that I could be dreaming and that she's dreaming the same dream I am.
You might have seen something. I don't doubt it.
So I turned the light on. Again, nothing there. Checked under the bed, locked the door, closed the closet, locked her all down. As soon as we went back to bed, started again. In the morning, after getting absolutely no sleep and the doorman was seeing us out, he said, "How was everything?" I said, "Awful." And he said, "Why?" And I said, "It was terrible. We got here late and didn't sleep all night." I said, "There was some guys like haunted room." He said, "Oh, were you in room 137? And I looked at my wife and she said, "Yes, we were in room 137. And he said, "Oh, during the stock market crash in the 20s, everybody was jumping out of the building, killing themselves."
Wow.
So I thought to myself, here's why this guy was pacing back and forth. He had lost all he had in the stock market crash and then went and jumped out the window. You know, so I was very much a non-believer up until that time.
Well, I'm going to share a quick story. Now, I'm going to condense it down to a briefing. I was going home one night. I drag raced, and I was coming in, and I had my truck, my trailer, and all, and I topped the hill. Down in the bottom, I seen horsemen going across, and they was dressed like Confederate soldiers. And I crammed the brakes on and grabbed the trailer brakes and pulled everything and locked her down. I knew I was tearing my race car and everything up, and I run right through them. Nothing there. Wow. That's just a quick briefing of my story, but it's a lot more to it than that. But I never, and it didn't affect me. I thought, well, man, I don't know what I just said.
See, they talk about those sightings in Hawaii all the time.
Yeah, I've seen
they
that.
talk about when you're walking through Hawaii and the elders will pass you, you're supposed to lay on the ground.
Yeah. That didn't bother me, didn't affect me, but I'll guarantee you, Travis, that there's people will hurt you a lot more than ghosts will. You better fear the people.
That's valid. No, that's fair.
You look in Ukraine. They'll back up what I'm saying. That ain't ghosts shooting those bombs at them. That's
fair.
people.
That's
you know what I'm
fair.
saying? That's people. But it's Johnny Mac. Tell me about your ghost encounter.
Well,
We got to go. They're on to me. Tell them we've been an hour. So
one night, it's been a few years ago. I was laying in bed and I felt somebody pinch my toe, and I didn't open my eyes to see who it was. I swear, I felt somebody pinch my toe.
How old were you?
No, just a few years ago. I thought to myself,
You didn't look?
No.
What was
Hell.
her name? I mean,
Was she ugly?
I was the only one there.
Was she
But look,
ugly?
I thought this is what I thought to myself. I thought, I think this might be my dad, so I'm just going to let it be.
You know what Johnny Mac said? He said he never went to bed with an ugly woman, but he woke up with a few. You sure that ain't what happened?
Pinching his toes.
Yeah. Damn if I wouldn't have looked and see who was pulling on my foot.
That was.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You let something grab my foot in the middle of the night, there's going to be cover flying and pistols cocking. I guarantee you.
I just felt like it wasn't worth
Let it go.
Let it go, man.
It's just my
I feel
toe.
like I'm a violent guy around all y'all guys. It's really calm. I feel violent. When somebody grabs my leg in my bed in the middle of the night, you're going to hear me jump up and hear my gun cock.
Well, maybe it was like this, like real nice little.
Yeah.
I don't care if you touch my foot at night, there's going to be a gun in your eyeball. Especially ain't nobody supposed to be there, Johnny Mac.
How about if it wasn't like that, it was just a little wiggle?
Hey, I don't care. If there's nobody in that house.
It's more like this little piggy.
I think he was drunk. That sounds like an alcohol-related story right there. That ain't no ghost. That's just drunk.
Yeah, that's great.
Sorry
Guys,
to disappoint.
we got to cut loose. What do y'all want to tell me before we get out of here?
Thank you again, Parrish, and everybody that I mentioned. I apologize if I forgot anybody, but I'm not done. I'm going to come and make as many films as you guys are going to let me. I was going to say y'all, but I don't think I'm entitled to.
Tell us where the movies are streaming at so everybody can find it.
Going to be streaming hopefully on all of our major. You have your Amazon, Hulu, Netflix, Disney Channel. We're going to shoot our faith film for the Provident and Pure Flix Network. I'm hoping that these guys are going to embrace our film. We have almost 11 faith elements in a dynamite film. I'm thinking some really talented kids.
Johnny Mac, tell me something. Where you playing at? Let's poke it out here. Tell them where you at.
Every
Maybe
Thursday.
that ghost will grab your toe tonight.
Every Thursday night I play at Blues Landing, 7 o'clock.
Mark Bird.
Yeah, it's my regular. That's my regular local gig. Virtually every Thursday.
That's your paycheck, what you're saying.
Yeah, you got to have some steady work.
You got to have it.
No, man, I play over 200 gigs a year and a half for the last.
That's damn near every
15,
night.
16, 17
That's almost
years.
every night.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's just, people say, what do you really do? I'm like, I ain't got time to do anything else because this is my job, you know?
Yeah.
You're too busy playing music to have a job.
Yeah, but so I do that local, and of course I'll be playing at Breakers and other places a lot, when the summer hits. But I'm especially looking forward to Tennessee River Jam on that Thursday night. I remember last year, the weekend that we did the jam last year, and I've had a great time, being a part of it every year that Travis has been doing it.
Right.
And but he said, I'm thinking about getting Marshall Tucker Band for the Thursday night, and I said, dude, they're one of my all-time favorite
Mine
bands.
too.
I
Who
mean,
don't like the Marshall Tucker Band?
I can go deep. I can go deep with Marshall Tucker.
There you go.
And I'm like, dude, if you get them, I want to be a part of that. So I was so thankful and thought it was so great whenever he said he was getting them. And so I'm excited to play with them down there at the Paris Court Square on that Thursday, June the 16th, yeah.
Travis, you gonna make him get up there and sing a song with you, right?
Well, I'm playing.
He wrote that song, Shoot Low Sheriff, he's riding a mule.
Here he goes again.
We're going to do that right
Or She Broke My Heart and I Broke Her Jaw. That was a domestic violence one
I was
you wrote.
going to say, that's brought to you by what law firm?
New title. Has somebody grabbed my toe?
Yeah,
Somebody
that's
grab
it.
my toe.
That's
Yeah,
what. There you go. Y'all two get together, write a song, and all you got to say is, "Somebody grabbed my toe."
Yeah,
that's all you got to say. And Johnny Mac, you got to be more cool about this. You got to be a little bit more, say, "And I pulled my gun." You got to say that. When you tell this story from now on, you got to be more, and I pulled my gun. And I didn't see nothing. Don't sit there and say, I just didn't close my eyes. I don't want to hear that.
I just rolled over.
That's what I want to hear. Now, you're going to be an actor. You're going to play some pretty good, hot, you're going to be the bad guy.
Hey,
I don't want you to come back later and they say, I seen you one time when you was just making it and somebody grabbed your toe and you just closed your eyes. And you say, no, I pulled my Glock out and I looked all through the house with my light. That's what you do, brother. You follow me?
Yes, sir.
See, this dude right here is karate, man. He'd have got up and hit him with
four.
four.
He didn't karate chop that or kung fu that guy.
Yeah, what was all that about, Michael?
Well, the thing is, the ghost won't hurt you.
That's right. That proved it.
See, that's
Proved
why
it.
I started rolled over. I said, he ain't heard nothing.
No, but I'm going to know who in the hell is pulling on my foot. It might be a ghost. It may be a bill collector. It might be Jesus Christ. But somebody's I'm going to find out who's pulling on my foot.
I thought it might have been my dad, so I was just like,
it probably was. If that's who you thought it was.
You got mice.
No.
Well, you know,
No. I got them in my car sometimes. They get in my darn car, yeah.
That's probably squirrels. That's Shane was 7. That is a big major problem on automobiles. Is mice? And, no, it's not mice. It's squirrels chewing up wiring under car hoods around here. I had one up here today. I had to rewire because of that. It's unreal. I don't know.
Varmints.
That's another story.
I was just fixing to say, if a squirrel gets in my car and eats it up tonight, where can I go tomorrow morning to get it fixed?
Me.
Oh, looky there. Looky there.
You know, I never. Here I go again. I never mentioned my repair shop.
Can I get a toot?
There you go. There you go. Guys, I appreciate y'all coming on.
Thank you.
You had fun, hadn't you? Yeah, it's been fun. We'll do it again. Whenever you get these movies done, I want you to come back, and we'll run some trailers, and we'll go ahead.
Yeah, and I've got a brand new album that's coming out real soon that I've recorded, and I've got former 101st Airborne Billy Cox, best friend and bass player for Jimi Hendrix, playing bass on it and worked on it the whole thing with me, and I'm real excited about that. And I'm going to be playing some of those tunes at the jam when we do it.
There you
maybe
go.
you can get me to come back when I get it out and talk about some of that stuff.
Anytime, guys. All you got to do is holler at me or Kevin, producer. We'll get you on here, and
awesome.
we'll bring Travis back where he can make me look bad. You know, that's his job. How much they pay you to make me look bad?
Good money.
That's what I thought.
They doubled my salary tonight.
Did they? So you get double.
Just to
Jesus Christ. Did he eat pizza too? Did y'all see him eating pizza?
Not yet.
But he'd do it for free.
He would. You can tell that. He's cheap like that.
Cheap like that.
Yeah,
there you go.
Guys, I really appreciate it. Michael May, I appreciate you and wish you all the luck in the world.
Thank you. Bless
on
you.
your movie. And Johnny Mac.
Yes, sir.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you, man.
You know, the guy that plays music, you know, how did I say it a while ago that I got made fun of?
That singing guy.
That singing. What did I say? Remember, I made it so bad, you got to remember it. He don't even know what the hell I'm say. But anyway,
He's giving me plenty of material tonight. So.
Yeah, now he's an actor.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, will you remember us, just nobodies, when you get to be famous and you get your star out there in Hollywood?
Hey, man, I'm hoping to get a star down there on Lick Creek Road.
Or Hyco, that's where I live. We got stars out there. Guys, I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Travis?
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you again, brother.
Hey,
you always
this was fun.
It's always fun. You know, because he keeps me on my toes. He pokes at me and carries on and all that. Man, I appreciate you coming on.
Absolutely.
And I appreciate all you're doing.
Well, thank you.
With all the chamber work you're doing, man. You are a blessing. I mean, I don't know. You hear that a lot, but I want to make sure you know I mean it.
Well, I appreciate
that. You know, what
man.
you're bringing in is I've never seen this kind of talent. You know, coming into Henry County like you're bringing in. It's you and your bunch up there is doing a good job. I really appreciate it, man.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And I tell you, we got something, throw a quick plug in there.
Yeah.
The celebrity bull riding idea that you threw out with a mechanical bull.
Yeah.
It's coming to fruition. So we still got a few more details to work out, but be watching. That idea was birthed right here on the show.
That's right. Idea good one.
In a mid, Mark Berg is one of our celebrity bull riders. He said, "I don't care what it costs, I'm doing it." And
there you go.
I think John Penn's committed. So we haven't even figured out the rules yet, but we got us some mechanical bull riders. I said, "I'm gonna be in
there."
There
you go. You got it. You've already got a whole ride right there.
I mean,
I'll be the clown, rodeo clown.
I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be a great opportunity to raise some money for the community fund.
Are you going to ride?
I don't know.
You know, you need to be careful because you don't need to get on nothing that's got more sense than you do.
That's a good point. You know, and so I kind of think that we might do like a coin flip. Maybe talk Casey into riding. I think she needs to ride. Mm-hmm. But I think we could walk away that night with some money, have a lot of fun. Had the idea of having T-shirts made. Gonna have custom T-shirt made so that you can put your sponsors on your vest like a rider would.
Right.
We're gonna do meet the riders and all this fun stuff.
It's
gonna be a really cool event. So we're working out some details.
That's what you do best.
That's just gonna be fun. So PBR again the first weekend in July.
That's right.
Be watching for information on that. Of course, want to support Cody. I mean, that boy is.
Say thank you to Cody. He came out and he is barely moving around after his incident, and he got out and danced with his wife in my film.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it was incredible, and thank you, Cody Nance and Corey Nance.
That's good stuff. Good stuff. All right, they're telling me we got to go. Appreciate everybody. I want to thank all my viewers. And I want to thank my sponsors. Sometimes I get in a hurry and they're in my ear telling me to leave, and sometimes I forget you. Without my sponsors, this wouldn't be possible. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Thank my sponsors. Don't forget, next Tuesday, 7 p.m. live, we got Delana Green. She's Administrator of Elections. She's going to be here. We're going to find out exactly what's going on with the elections, where our districts have been changed, and all the stuff that goes with that. So don't forget, next Tuesday, 7 p.m. live, the Mike Weatherford Show. Don't be late.